Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to do a deep dive today
Oh, yeah.
into Taylor Swift's Eras tour,
Right.
specifically her recent stop in Toronto.
Cool.
We've got this fantastic article here that I think just really captures the energy of that first night.
Yeah.
And we're going to unpack the whole thing, the fan frenzy, the concert highlights,
Yeah,
what made this Canadian stop so special.
for sure.
So have you heard about the dancer who put a Canadian twist on one of her biggest hits?
No, I haven't heard about this.
Okay, well, we'll get to that.
Okay, great.
Or how Taylor herself feels like her folklore album belongs in Canada.
Interesting. Okay.
So we'll get to all that and more, so let's dive in.
You know, it's really striking about this whole concert.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like a musical performance.
Yeah.
It was like a full-blown cultural event.
Yeah.
This article describes Toronto being completely overtaken by Swiftie mania.
Oh.
Fans are decked out in these elaborate outfits inspired by her lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
The city itself is adapting transit schedules.
Wow.
And just getting in on the excitement.
Yeah, it's true. The article mentions almost 49,000 people packed into Rogers Centre.
Jeez.
Which is just incredible. And it
Right.
seems like the entire city was just caught up in the energy.
I bet.
Even Taylor herself commented on it. She was like,
Oh, really?
you guys have turned this into something that feels more than just a concert.
And that's what I think makes this so fascinating.
that.
It's like this collective experience, this ritual almost,
Yeah.
where everyone is participating in this shared love for Taylor Swift and her music.
Right.
And you can see that reflected in the fans' outfits.
Yeah.
Some were dressed in sequins, cowboy hats, while others chose looks inspired by specific lyrics.
Oh, cool.
Almost like a visual tribute to her entire career.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the concert itself.
Okay.
This was a 3-hour extravaganza covering all of Taylor's eras, from her early hits to her latest releases.
Yeah.
And the stage production sounds absolutely epic.
Oh, I bet.
Massive screen, pyrotechnics, lights, even these color-changing wristbands that synced up with each era.
Oh, wow.
They played everything.
Nice.
Bad Blood,
Yeah.
Cardigan, Blank Space, and even some lesser-known tracks.
Okay.
What they call deep cuts
Right.
in the music world.
Yeah. For those real fans.
Yeah.
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 The way she uses the era's concept to structure the concert
Yeah.
is just so clever.
Right.
It's like she's taking her audience on a journey through her musical evolution,
Right.
allowing them to kind of relive their own personal connections to different points in her career. And then by including those deep cuts,
Yeah.
those songs that aren't necessarily radio hits but are cherished by hardcore fans,
Right.
she's kind of acknowledging their dedication
Yeah.
and rewarding them for their loyalty.
Totally. And on top of all that,
Yeah.
she threw in some surprise songs.
Oh, cool.
My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys
Yeah.
from her debut album.
Nice.
And False God
Oh, wow.
from Lover.
Yeah, I can only imagine how exciting that must have been
I know.
for the fans.
Yeah.
Those surprise elements are crucial.
Yeah.
My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys is a deep cut from her very first album.
Right.
A real treat for those who have been with her from the beginning.
Yeah.
And False God from the Lover era has taken on a whole new meaning
Yeah.
for many fans, demonstrating her growth and maturity as a songwriter. These choices show a real awareness of her fan base
Yeah.
and a desire to make the experience special for them.
Right.
You know,
Totally.
it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it really shows how much thought goes into crafting these shows. And speaking of making it special,
Yeah.
we have to talk about the Canadian touches
Oh, yeah.
that made this stop unique.
Right.
One that stood out was dancer Cameron Saunders
Oh.
changing a line in "We are never, ever getting back together"
Oh, cool.
to fit each country's slang.
Oh, wow.
In Toronto, he said,
Yeah.
sorry about it,
Oh, my God.
with a playful Canadian accent.
That's brilliant.
Right.
These small personalized touches are amazing.
Yeah.
It's not just like a generic performance.
Right.
It's tailored to the specific audience.
Mm-hmm.
And think about it in the age of social media.
Yeah.
These moments go viral instantly.
Oh, yeah.
It creates even more buzz around the tour.
Right.
Makes fans feel like they're in on something special.
Right. It becomes a shared inside joke just for the Canadian Swifties.
Exactly.
There's more. Taylor herself said,
Okay.
"Doesn't it seem like the entire folklore era belongs in Canada?"
Wow.
She even mentioned like how the album's setting, with all its wilderness and timeless forests, feels very Canadian.
That's really interesting, like this connection to place.
Yeah.
By linking her music to specific landscapes and atmospheres, Swift further strengthens the emotional resonance for her fans.
Yeah.
Especially those in Canada.
Right.
It's almost like she's saying this album was made for you.
Yeah, it's no wonder Canadian fans were so excited about this tour.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
The article says tickets sold out almost instantly.
Wow.
When they went on sale last August.
Jeez.
And fans have been counting down the days ever since.
Oh, the anticipation must have been off the charts.
I know.
Waiting for over a year for something you're so passionate about.
Yeah.
It's bound to make the experience even more intense when it finally happens.
Absolutely. The article even tells the story of a mother and daughter, Jennifer and Abigail Fetters, who attended the concert.
Yeah.
Abigail was so excited she could barely sleep in the days leading up to it.
Yeah.
And Jennifer said that being there felt even more exciting than Disney World.
That's a powerful statement.
I know, right?
It speaks to the idea that this isn't just entertainment.
Right.
It's an emotional experience.
Yeah.
Almost a pilgrimage for some fans.
Yeah.
They're not just there for the music.
Right.
They're there for the connection, the community, the feeling of belonging.
And it wasn't just those with tickets who felt that connection.
Oh, really?
The article mentions how even fans without tickets came down to the Rogers Center.
Oh, wow.
Just to be part of the atmosphere.
That's crazy.
They were singing, making friendship bracelets, admiring each other's outfits.
So cool.
It was a full-blown celebration of Taylor Swift and everything she represents.
That's what makes this such a fascinating phenomenon. It's not just about the music. It's about the shared experience.
Yeah.
The collective identity. The feeling of being part of something larger than yourself.
It really shows like the power of music.
Oh, yeah.
To bring people together, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And what's interesting is that it's not just limited to Taylor Swift.
Right.
Think about other artists with dedicated fan bases.
Yeah.
The Beatles, the Grateful Dead, Beyonce. They all create this sense of community.
Yeah.
This shared passion.
Yeah.
That transcends the music itself.
That's a great point. And you know what really struck me about this article?
Yeah.
Was how Taylor responded to all the love and enthusiasm from her Canadian fans.
Yeah.
Throughout the concert, she kept expressing her gratitude.
Oh, wow.
Clearly touched by the warm welcome she received.
That's nice. It's like a reciprocal relationship, isn't it? The fans adore her.
Yeah.
And she clearly appreciates and values their devotion. It creates this feedback loop of positive energy that further strengthens that bond between artist and audience.
For sure. At one point, the crowd started chanting, "Taylor, Taylor, Taylor." And she just beamed, saying, "This is why everyone loves Canadians." And then at the end of the show, she said, "You've welcomed us flawlessly to Toronto."
Oh, that's nice.
You can really feel the genuine connection in those words.
It's a perfect example of how artists can connect with their fans on a deeper level.
Right.
It's not just about performing. It's about acknowledging the energy and emotion that the fans bring to the experience.
Right. It makes you think about the power of shared experience. How something like a concert can create these lasting memories.
Yeah.
And strengthen the bonds between people.
Exactly. And it raises a really interesting question.
Yeah.
How do musicians create these powerful connections with their audiences?
Right.
What are the factors that go into building these bonds?
Yeah.
That go far beyond the music itself?
Yeah. It's a question worth exploring for sure, as we've been talking about Taylor Swift and her fans. I've been thinking about like all the concerts I've been to.
Yeah.
The ones that like really stuck with me.
Right.
The ones where I felt that sense of connection.
Right.
You know, that energy in the crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
That feeling of being a part of something bigger.
It's interesting how certain artists and certain concerts can like have that effect on us.
Totally. And it doesn't always have to be these massive stadium shows either.
Right.
I remember seeing this local band in this tiny packed club.
Yeah.
And the energy was just electric.
Oh, yeah.
It felt so intimate, so raw, so real.
I bet.
It's like everyone in that room was on the same wavelength, just feeding off each other's energy.
Those smaller scale experiences can be incredibly powerful.
Oh, yeah.
You're so close to the musicians. You can feel the music like vibrating through the floor.
Yeah.
And there's this sense of like shared discovery.
Yeah.
Like you're all in on this secret together.
Right, and it goes beyond the concert itself. It's about the memories you take with you.
Yeah.
The conversations you have with your friends about the show.
Uh-huh.
The way, like, a certain song can just transport you back to that moment.
Oh, for sure.
It becomes part of your personal story.
Absolutely. Music has this incredible power to connect us.
Yeah.
To evoke emotions. To create memories that stay with us long after the music has stopped.
Right.
And when you share those experiences with others, it strengthens those bonds.
Right.
Creates that sense of belonging.
And that brings us back to the question we posed earlier. Like, how do musicians cultivate these powerful connections with their fans?
Yeah, it's a combination of factors, isn't it?
Totally.
The music itself, of course, has to resonate with people.
Yeah.
But it's also about the artist's personality, their authenticity, their ability to connect with their audience on a personal level.
You're right.
It's about creating a sense of intimacy.
Yeah.
Even in a stadium filled with thousands of people.
Yeah.
It's about making fans feel seen, heard, understood.
Right.
And in Taylor Swift's case, it's also about her willingness to evolve as an artist, to take risks, to be vulnerable, and to invite her fans along on that journey.
And I think that's a great point to wrap up on.
Yeah.
We've explored the Taylor Swift phenomenon in detail.
Yeah.
The concert highlights, the Canadian touches, the fan frenzy. But more importantly, we've delved into the deeper meaning behind these events.
Yeah.
The power of music to connect us, to create a sense of belonging, and to leave a lasting impact on our lives.
Absolutely. And as we conclude our deep dive today, we want to leave you with a question to ponder.
Okay.
What are the concerts or musical experiences that have had like the most profound impact on you?
Yeah.
What is it about those moments, those artists, those songs that made them so special? And how have those experiences shaped your relationship with music and with the people you share it with?
Right.
Think about it and maybe even share your thoughts with us.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, it's through these shared stories and reflections that we can truly appreciate the power and beauty of music.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.